Hey there, Dana here from Mind Body Healthy. I am a certified holistic nutrition consultant who specializes in helping women overcome chronic fatigue and burnout naturally. I use a four-part process within my energy and hormonal rebalance system to help women naturally rebalance and reset their energy production systems and, of course, all their hormones, but especially their stress hormones. So, today, does it ever feel like when you find one piece of information that's supposed to help you regain your energy, that it often leads to more research and internet searches? And then you come across a whole bunch of ideas and tips and tricks, and suddenly you're asking yourself, where do I even start? And how do I keep track of all this? Yeah, this is very normal. When I first started looking into natural ways to boost my energy, this is exactly what happened. I would read one book, and then there would always be 3 or 4 paragraphs about a topic that I wanted to learn more about. So I'd buy more books. I'd go through the references in the back and often go out and buy those books too. And of course, the same thing would happen, this confusion. And of course, the internet is really going to suck you in too, right? I couldn't keep track of all the tabs that I had open. I specifically remember looking at foods for higher energy and writing them all down on a sheet of paper, thinking, cool, now I know exactly what to eat. Then looking through that list again and thinking to myself, how am I supposed to eat all these foods almost every day, like the experts are telling me to? Because things I was reading were like, eat walnuts every day, eat blueberries every day. And the list was 40 some foods. It was a lot. It was overwhelming and it was really confusing. Excuse me. And that is why I have tried to make the process of overcoming chronic fatigue and burnout naturally as simple as possible for my clients. When you're so exhausted and you barely function outside of work and a few family chores, it's really hard to try to piece together all the little bits of information that you find out there. Plus, a little secret, most of what I find on the internet when I search for ways to naturally boost energy is all wrong too. So that isn't helping anyone. I mean, you don't know that. So you've tried these things, but based on what I know and what I've experienced in my research and studies and experimentation, that stuff isn't meant for women with chronic fatigue or burnout. So let me just break it down for you here so that I hopefully am able to give you just a better path to follow, okay? With my clients inside the energy and hormonal rebalance system, my number one goal is to help them create new energy boosting habits so that they're always growing and improving their health. This isn't working on energy. It's not a point in time exercise. It takes work at the beginning or during the transition. But then even when you're done the official program or the official protocol, you still have to make sure you're doing the right things to maintain it. And that's where the habits come in. Habits are so important. So with my clients, we start very simple with breakfast. We start by making breakfast grain-free, sugar-free, dairy-free, artificial sweetener-free, and vegetable oil-free. We have them eat more protein, lots more healthy fats, because that's one of the most common nutrient or macro deficiencies. And then, of course, get some vegetables in there. Breakfast is not known for vegetables in the past, right? Traditionally. So it's this macro combo, protein, healthy fat, and vegetables, that helps to keep your blood sugar level and stable longer throughout the day, which avoids any insulin-related energy crashes in the afternoon. Plus, these foods really start to establish a lot of nourishment for your stress response or your adrenals. Next up is we prioritize sleep as soon as we possibly can. Create a schedule to follow every single day. Go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time, even on weekends. And have a plan in mind for when or if you wake up in the middle of the night. I do occasionally wake up in the middle of the night. It's the best that it's ever been in my sleep, but I don't have insomnia anymore. I have no trouble falling asleep, but I do sometimes still wake up in the night. But I have a plan. I know that if I briefly turn the light on and read for no longer than usually 20 minutes, I'm out fast. I have some back to sleep meditations queued up on my phone just in case. If it's super bad, I'll just get up and go to work 2 hours early. The more consistently, though, that you can stick to the schedule, especially like go to bed, get up at the same time, the sooner sleep will regulate and that middle of the night waking up will start to recede. Also, move your body daily, but only in ways that feel good to you and do not cause any sort of excessive fatigue or health concerns. Do not ever feel guilty if all you're able to do is go for a 30-minute walk around your neighborhood. Forget what your friends are doing, especially if they don't have chronic fatigue or burnout. Forget what fitness gurus are telling you to do. Join this program, take Zumba for 60 minutes, blah, 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 go for runs. Especially when you're starting out on this journey, your body is not going to be able to handle those types of workouts and will cause the fatigue to last longer, making it harder for you to recover your energy. So listen to your body and do what feels right. At a bare minimum, do something for 30 minutes, even if it's a 30-minute walk, stretching while you watch Netflix. That still counts. And congratulate yourself if you do it, because it totally counts. Set aside, to start, 10 to 15 minutes a day for deep belly breathing too. That's all you have to do to start with this whole activating your parasympathetic nervous system. Just deep belly breathing, deep breath in. Make sure you put your hands on your belly so you can feel it. You can do it seated, lying down. It's a great active therapeutic stress management activity for your nervous system. If you like deep breathing meditations or body scan meditations, those also work too. And boost your motivation and your goal achievement by sitting down and figuring out your big why, as I call it, behind your energy goals. Start by asking yourself, why do you want this? Why do you want to beat fatigue and burnout? Let whatever wants to pop up flow, write it down or dictate it into your phone or like Google Voice on Google Docs. And then ask yourself why that answer is something you want or why it's important to you. Just keep asking why after every response until you can't go any further. You'll get a point where it just feels like, well, the answer is just 'cause, or that would make me happy. So when you get to that point where you're like, that's just what I want, then you've hit your big outcome, your big why. Small habits like these, they go a long way in the journey towards higher energy, like everything I've listed. So stick with them for at least 3 weeks until you feel like they're pretty natural to you. Some habits may take longer. It could take 6 weeks, but a minimum of 3 weeks for these consistently. Move on then to include more energy boosting meals into your day. Test out different styles of exercises and get to work on reframing any limiting beliefs about your ability to achieve your energy goal. And if you feel you could use some help, support, and guidance on taking these small, simple steps in a proven process to take back control of your energy and your health in 6 months, then I'd love to tell you more about how I could help you do just that. My energy and hormonal rebalance system is designed with your exhaustion and busy life in mind, helping you create habits to lifelong energy production. I've posted a link to learn more about the program in the video description. And when you're ready to connect and find out how this program will work for you, reach out and let me know.